Hello YouTube, today we're going to be installing this Rock River free float handguard on this AR-15 upper receiver. I managed to pick this and the flip up gas block for right around $100 off the local buy sell trade group, so I feel like I got a pretty good deal. So stick with me and we'll get this installed. The first thing we need to do is install our barrel nut. This is a proprietary one provided by Rock River. As far as I know, I've not been able to find anything contrary. This should torque up the same as a standard barrel nut, so that's basically torque it to 35 and then move forward until your gas port lines up. This upper has already had a standard handguard on it, so the threads on the upper have been pre-stressed, so I'm not going to torque this up, torque it back, torque it up, torque it back a couple times since that's already been done. I also have a wee bit of grease on the threads just to make everything easier and make it easier if we ever decide to take this thing off. Alright, now that I've got it snugged up, when you go to torque a barrel nut onto an AR-15, make sure your torque wrench is set at a 90-degree angle, because if it's set like this, you're actually adding length to the lever angle, which increases the torque poundage. So you don't want to accidentally overstress your upper by doing it wrong, so make sure that you're at a 90-degree angle. Now for lining up the port for the gas tube, I have this little tool that came with my upper vise block. This is like the Wheeler alignment tool. This is a Wheeler upper block, and it just slides into the upper receiver, and then this little rod makes sure your ports line up. Alright, now that we've got the barrel nut on and torqued, we're going to move this jam nut as far back as we can and start threading on our handguard. Alright, now once I've got this snugged up to here, I'll turn it back until my handguard lines up with the top of my upper receiver, and I'll start tightening down this barrel nut. And there we go, we're all nice and tight. I will say, of the handguards I've installed so far, this is definitely not my favorite system. Getting these two, this jam nut to tighten up against this is kind of hairy to keep everything straight while you're doing it. I much prefer the Midwest Industries system, or the Aero Precision system for doing this. Last bit is just to slide on our gas block, which you'll see sits in there like that. Got a nice flip up sight right there. Now we'll just tighten everything down. Another quick thing to mention is when you're using a gas block like this that has set screws, be sure to put some kind of thread locker on there, like Loctite or something. I happen to have this Vibra-Tite, which is left over from when I installed my Midwest Industries gas block. And there we have it, a Rock River free float handguard installed with a Rock River flip up gas block. If you found this video helpful or informative, please like, share, and subscribe.